Nation. Welcome to NBA Fan Saturdays. And as always, we have a whole lot to talk about. So, a recent episode of the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast with Carmelo Anthony, Jeremy Lin was on there. And he says something that was so profound to me. Kind of eye-opening. He says that he never wanted to leave the New York Knicks. We'll talk about that. Shaq. He says that Wemby, he is not the face of the league. And we didn't get a chance to, but we could discuss it today. Wemby's delusional response of being down 3-1. Mike Brown, as he flipped the script on his last NBA Finals run. We'll talk about the difference between this year and 2007. James Harden arrested. The Knicks bring back the watch parties outside of MSG. Also, the Knicks, a new blueprint for the NBA to follow. Also, we'll also talk about Kyrie Irving, not available for trade, and Jaylen Brown. There's some new potential landing spots for him to go in a deal. So we're going to talk about all these things today on NBA Fan Saturdays. Big time salute to everybody in the building. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. I'm your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan. And I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. Man, you know the vibes. Tell a friend that we live, man. We in the building. We in the building, man. And look, before we crack it off, you know we got to smash that like button. All right. As you enter the show, like the show so we can let the YouTube algorithm know that this is the place to be. All right. We're on the road to 10,000 subs. Each time we reach a new subscriber milestone, we have special giveaways. And the next is the 5K giveaway. So if you guys can help us by subscribing, because well over half of you guys who watch and not subscribe, it'll help work us out. And once we get to these 5K subscribers, we will give away a rookie Jalen Brunson trading card. We're getting close to that as well. So you might as well subscribe and join us for the mission, okay? Still under the weather, but I'm a lot better than yesterday. Let me see who's in the chat. My man Zach, OKF Nation. Tendril Sound, OKF Nation. What's good? Prince Charles, greetings. I see you. Can't Stop Key in the building. Quest ENT. Hey, yo, Figgy, what's going on? And like she says, salute to Maxine, the super producer. Cleo, Knicks Info crew, the No Doubt crew. Hey, Cleo, it's the No Spooky crew. Marie, what's going on? All right, man. As you guys enter the show, like the show, it's a fun NBA Saturday. It's game day, and we also got to talk about the flagship topic: tickets revoked. Knicks fans who bought tickets receive a message from Ticketmaster that they will not be allowed in the building. We have to talk about that today. Man, the San Antonio Spurs, spooky in the goddamn woods. Could you believe? But we'll get to that. As I set up research mode, I do want to let you guys know tonight, Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Could you believe? We are here. It's game day. It's game day, baby. And hopefully we end it tonight. And I'm very confident in the Knicks' abilities to get the job done. And I expect the series will be over tonight. But right after the game, we will be right back here for Where There's Smoke, There's Fire. All right, the post-game show. And I'm going to start it off with just laughing at the Spurs. I'm just letting you know we're going to laugh at some Spurs fans for sure. We got to laugh at the Ops. They are a weak franchise and weak fan base. I put them a little ahead of Cleveland, but they just spooky in the goddamn woods. And honestly, it's hard to respect some of the antics and the things that they're doing. I think that is just out of bounds. Knicks Nation spend their hard-earned money. And we're going to talk about it. I'm not going to unleash the cannon on them yet, but it's just a shame that they choose to go out like that. And I hope that there's a remedy for the Knicks fans who already are out there. Because, a lot of people flew out yesterday. And for this news to come out today, it's kind of like a smack in the face. And the question is, can they get away with this? And that's what we're going to talk about. But let me just make sure I got the research mode popping. We're going to start off with some topics, man. I want to give a big time salute to the legend Richie Guerin, by the way. He's still alive. Richie Guerin, the guy who Jalen Brunson broke almost all of his records, is still alive. I'm going to talk more about him on Monday. He's 94 years old. God bless Richie Guerin, man. It's a long time, bro. He's the guy that has all the Knicks records before Jalen Brunson. All right, let me go into research mode. Of course, we got the game tonight. Knicks are still an underdog. Hold on, I can look at that really quickly. I don't think the odds changed. Yeah, we're still -5.5. No injuries. Everything is set. So we'll be waiting. We'll be waiting. Consider this the warm-up to the nightcap. Since we're here, let's keep it here for now. I want to talk about what Shaq had to say about Victor Wembanyama. I thought that this was pretty interesting. Didn't get a chance to talk about this, but this is NBA Saturdays where we could open it up a little bit and talk about a multitude of topics. What I'll do is I'll talk about a couple of topics, and then I get some calls up in there, and then I'll open up the phone lines and let y'all get y'all piece in. But Shaq tells the Post why Victor Wembanyama is not the new face of the NBA. Okay, so Shaquille O'Neal, a legend, top 75, won 4 championships, and this is what he had to say. Me, excluding himself, I probably go with LeBron James in terms of this. He was asked who's the face of the league. I probably go with LeBron James because Bron, and I know this, is Kobe Bryant comparison. Bron had it when he came in. O'Neal told the Post it took Kobe 2 or 3 years to get it. Bron had it when he came in, so I'll probably go with Bron. You know who else has it too? Victor Wembanyama, who has reached the finals in his 3rd season, faster than many of the all-time greats, including James, Bryant, and Michael Jordan. This postseason, Victor Wembanyama has seemingly quieted any talk about who's the next face of the league, if he hasn't already snatched the ceremonial title from LeBron James, okay? Now, Shaq says, you have to take it. If he wins the championship, yes. If Jalen Brunson wins the championship, it'll be Brunson. Now, I was surprised when I read that. That he actually said Brunson would be the face of the league if Brunson won the championship. Face of the league isn't something you get a pass on. You have to go and take it. This is according to Shaq, the 4-time champion, MVP, all of that good stuff. This is what his knowledge base is. This is what he thinks. So I want to know from you guys, do you guys agree with Shaq? Let's not say if, let's say when Jalen Brunson wins the championship, will he be the face of the league? And is Victor Wembanyama, is he the face of the league right now? And by Jalen Brunson winning the championship, is he taking it from them? Or is SG? It's hard for me to say. I'm just going to say this off rip. I don't think SGA is the face of the league. Maxine didn't even know who the hell SGA was, right? And I'm not saying that her basketball knowledge is the deepest or most of all of the casuals, but I'm just saying that, for a guy to win the championship and casual fans don't even know who the hell you are, it's hard for me to make you the face of the league. So that would be my slight pushback to Shaq, that just because you win the championship, I don't think it automatically makes you the face of the league. But I would say yes in Brunson's case because he has the name. Everybody knows who Jalen Brunson is. Everybody. Okay, he's everywhere. And so I think that's an interesting concept. What do you guys think? Let me know. I'm going to move on to another topic. I asked a question. I started the show with asking the question about Jeremy Lin. He says that he never wanted to leave New York. I'm not sure if you guys listened to the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast, right? But he said that it really broke his heart to leave New York, believe it or not. For the first time, he spoke out about the decision as to why he left New York, what happened with the Knicks. He says the Knicks never offered him a contract, and the Knicks told him to go out and match the salary. So when Houston came, they were the only team to offer Jeremy Lin a contract. And he, according to Jeremy Lin, he says that the Knicks never offered him a deal. He even, and I don't know if y'all believe this, I'm just telling you what he said. He even said that he told Houston to offer him less money. To offer him less money so New York could match it. I don't know if y'all believe that, but we could talk about it if you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to get into another. Matter of fact, let's stick with Wemby since we're here and the Knicks, because right now it's the finals. And, you know, the Knicks and the Spurs is what half of the NBA news is about. So we can spend a lot of time talking about the Knicks because we are it. Salute to New York City. Knicks in 5, goddammit. And no, we will not be humble. Not now. Not when we win the championship. Oh, man. Yo, all of my Knick haters right now. Let's plug my razor back in. All of my Knick haters right now, they haven't hit me up. The people who hit me up, the haters, quiet. Quiet. Nothing from them. I guess they're just waiting to see us win the championship, and then we'll see what they got to say. But anyway, Victor Wembanyama, potential 3-1 finals comeback against the Knicks. This is what he had to say. Everyone knows we're going to do it. Make sure you guys can see this. Everyone knows that we're going to do it. If you didn't hear his interview, I just wanted to recap that really quickly. All right. When asked about the mood around the Spurs ahead of Saturday night's Game 5, facing a 3-1 deficit in the NBA Finals to the New York Knicks, the Frenchman said the team absolutely believe they can spring a most unlikely comeback. Everybody thinks everybody knows we're going to do it. Do y'all believe that? Do you believe that they believe that they're going to come back? Do you believe that they believe that they're going to come back? Salute to, I can't remember who it was. I was doing some research and there was a content creator who pointed out something that was fire. Like he does like replay content. I can't remember who it was. Anyway, he had a video. In his video, he was showing the confusion of the Spurs on that play where OG had the tip in. Nobody knew who they were assignments were. People were off balance. Wemby took Mikal Bridges when that usually isn't his assignment. It was very deep. And I noticed it too when I watched the game again that, yo, they don't know what the hell they doing. They were all over the place. It's hard to notice those details unless you watch the game again because in real time, you're just focused on the score and you're just watching the play just in live motion. But when you're looking at it back, you're looking at different angles. You're looking for different, elements to the game. And so, the Spurs just look discombobulated. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because I honestly don't believe they feel that way. Now, you could say they're young and they don't know no better, which could be true. I mean, that literally could be the truth that, hey, we're young. We don't know no better. We just going to go out there and just, play ball till the wheels fall off. But at the end of the day, it's hard for me to believe that because, this is a team that has pretty much been beat the same way every game, except Game 4 was just a very debilitating, demoralizing, historic comeback on the road. That has to take a toll on you. So when he says, yeah, we know that we're going to do it, I don't know. Now, this is the right thing to say. I feel like we need to isolate that one game and take it one game at a time, he continued. I think it would be a mistake to waste our energy on multiple games. It's one game at a time. Now, this was the statement that you should have made before you made the other statement, because that's what the Knicks are doing. Their motto, and Jalen Brunson said we hadn't accomplished anything yet. There is no 3-1. It's 0-0. And the Knicks have been using that mentality for a minute now throughout these playoffs. Never getting too high on your wins, too low on your losses. And also, it's the next game mentality. We're on to the next game. So, but this was a better response to me than that first response. Anyway, and then guard Devin Vassell echoed one game at a time. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is promised. But we know we've got at least one game. So we need to go 1-0. And whatever we need to do for that to happen, we got to do it. Okay? So, you know, this is the rhetoric from the Spurs. Oh, yeah, jacking that. You know, this is another problematic statement I got from Wemby. We're very confident, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's hard to like shake it off, right? So, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of truth in this statement. We're very confident. Okay. Does very confident, do we confuse that with overconfidence? At what point does very confident becomes overconfident? See, you don't want to be confident to the point where you're overconfident, because usually once you reach that point, then you're looking at the game from a distorted point of view, because now you're not in tune with reality. You're giving yourself more credit than what you deserve. And it's at that point where you get cooked. This goes back to when they said after the game 1 loss that we know that we're the better team. We're not concerned. So the very confident part, I don't like that. But yeah, I wouldn't say it was so hard to like shake it off. Okay, harder than the other game before by far, for sure. I mean, now we're over it. Are you over it? And that is the answer we will get tonight. All right. It's the playoffs. There's no time to regret things for too long, but you got an extra day off. You got an extra day off. We're going to really see if these young guys are going to be able to really shake it off. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that these young San Antonio Spurs, will they be able to shake it off? I don't know. But if you just joined the show, smash that like button. All right. We still cooking with hot grease. It's still hot as hell in New York, but not as hot as yesterday. I take it. All right. Also, subscribe if you're not subscribed, because we know that well over half of you guys who watch in the last 28 days are not subscribed. So subscribe now and help us close the gap. I'm going to do one more topic and then I'm going to open up the phone lines. I do appreciate you guys for your support. Okay. We're talking about Game 5 today. The news came out that tickets were revoked. Okay. So to all the people who had area codes outside of the 150-mile radius around Forest Bank Center, the latest news that I had before I started the show was that Knicks fans won't be allowed in the building who purchased their tickets outside of that radius. Ooh. I got a new news right here. Whoa, hold up. This just came out about an hour ago. Maybe I'll get into this and then I'll open up the phone lines. This is kind of hot news right here. I'm gonna break this down. But yeah, right now that's the latest update we've seen. That they will refund and cancel those tickets. So what happens to all of those Knicks fans? We got to get into that. Okay. So if you want to call up to talk about it, we can. I'm going to talk about the legalities of it in a second, a little bit later in the show. But this just came out as I went to go look at the news. You know, things are always emerging. But Victor Wembanyama allegedly had Knicks fans kicked out of the $20,000 Ritz-Carlton penthouse after innocent 5-word comment. Wait, what? New news. An accused conspiracy theorist called the Alien got him booted from a pricey penthouse suite at the Ritz-Carlton ahead of the New York Knicks' historic Game 4 victory in the finals. Wow. Pennsylvanian Phil Godelski, hopefully I said that right, a QAnon promoter who gained prominence through online live stream podcasts and social media, who discusses topics like numerology and political events, claimed the San Antonio Spurs. Hold up, my fault, y'all. I'm just trying to pause this video. All right. He claimed the San Antonio Spurs superstar Victor Wembanyama was responsible after he and his party of 6 were kicked out of their $20,000 suite. Wow. Spent a total of $750,000 on tickets. Damn. Wow. And rented out one of the penthouses on the 51st Street, on the 51st floor Ritz-Carlton on West 28th Street in Nomad. Wow. So he's saying that Victor Wembanyama had him kicked out. And then this is the words that he had to say. Hold on. Remember, I'm just reading this too for the first time. I hear Ronnie say 5 words. That's all he said. Good luck tonight, big guy. Wait, what? Hold up. That's the wrong soundbite. Wait, hold up. Hold on, wait. We got a timeout. We got a timeout. So the man said 5 words. Good luck tonight, big guy. And Victor Wembanyama had him kicked out of the arena. Like, that can't be true. It has to be more to the story. And maybe we might hear Victor Wembanyama's side. This is what this guy is saying happened, and his people that was there with him. I don't believe that Wemby would be that weak-minded to have somebody kicked out for saying those things. Were there other things exchanged? Was that the straw that baked the camel's back? I don't know. It's all a mystery to me, man. But I will say this. If this is true, Wemby, you're a weak-minded individual, dog. You are weak-minded. You're going to get people kicked out of the building just for saying that? Now, it's one thing if they were stalking you, they were heckling you, they were throwing stuff at you. You know, they were like, oh, Wemby, you're not the truth. And every time they saw you, they laughed at you. Okay. But that's some ultimate diva behavior, if you ask me. I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. Hold on, there's a little bit more. Let's get back to the story. I'm reading this with you guys the first time. This literally just came off the press, all right? About an hour ago. So after he said that, good luck tonight, big guy, Godlewski or Godleski or Goluski, maybe that's how you say it, 43 claimed to the Post. Just 10 minutes later, Goluski claimed that the group got a knock on the front door from a hotel manager who gave them the boot. I'm sorry, but you guys are going to have to leave the premises. What? He said, I said, what? Why? And she said, because we were told that you were harassing and waiting for the players to exit their rooms. Now, do you see that right there? That's a reason to get thrown out the hotel. Now, right now, is he said, she said. So I'm not saying that Wemby is guilty of anything. This is what this person is alleging. But that reasoning right there, because we were told you were harassing and waiting for the players to exit their room. Now, that is harassment. Yeah, you have the right to be kicked out. But if Wemby just had enough of that, get your ass the hell up out of here. Okay? Now, Gillespie insisted the hotel check the security cameras, to confirm their party did nothing wrong. But she allegedly told him there were no cameras on that floor. Oh, man. Now it's a he said, she said. And then this is what Goluski said. And that was a lie because I literally look up and there's a camera right over her head in the hallway. Ooh, is this a cover up? Is this a conspiracy? God damn it. The Wemby hallway incident. We got to cover this up. Oh no, we can't have the face of the league in a bad light. Where are we going? Where are we going? Wow. While Goluski said he understood the hotel taking precaution since a Spurs fan was assaulted following Game 3, all right, during which Wemby was also shoved, well, he also shoved Jalen Brunson, becoming the city's #1 nemesis, okay. He couldn't have comprehended why the hotel didn't just have the Spurs buy out the entire building for the night. Hey, what's going on in San Antonio? Why y'all so low budget, dog? Why we don't hear about Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart? Oh, this is a real question, right? So we go on the road. You never hear about Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart got people thrown out of rooms. What's up with y'all in San Antonio? Are y'all that much on a budget, man? Y'all turned away all this New York money. Y'all revoke our tickets. But you can't buy out the whole floor so that way the fans could just be on the floor by themselves? Man, the San Antonio Spurs, y'all cooked, dog. Y'all cooked. You know what? I'm leaning with Goluski on this one. He said, check the cameras. The camera was right there, goddammit. And they alleged that there was no camera. All right? He couldn't comprehend why the hotel just didn't have the Spurs buy out the entire building for the night. Not only did they not block out the hotel, they put us on the same floor as Victor Wembanyama. What sense does that make? If you don't want anyone around the Spurs, especially Victor, don't book the penthouse directly next to him. It was a huge mistake on their part. Wow. Okay, that's all I'm gonna get into. So do you guys believe the story? Hot off the presses, Victor Wembanyama just got some Knicks fans kicked out for saying 5 words. The alien had no patience, goddammit. All right. So meantime, smash that like button if you hadn't smashed it already. I do appreciate y'all support. Call up 646-995-8389. Call up and voice your opinion. All right. The phone lines are open. I just had that breaking news. I didn't expect that to happen. That kind of threw me for a loop. I was just looking to see if there was any updates to the Knicks fans will be banned from the build. Not banned, but their tickets are revoked from tonight's game. Game 5 against the San Antonio Spurs. There's a new policy that the Spurs initiated preventing people who live outside of a 150-mile radius from entering the building. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. All right. Well, over 50% of you guys who watch in the last 28 days are not subscribed. So subscribe now and help us close the gap. So, yeah, 646-995-8389. Call up. I'm taking calls. And wow, that kind of cut into my show a little bit. So I might have to cut back on another topic, but it's all good. It's all good. All right. We good. We having fun today. And this is the pregame show for the game tonight. My man AP, he says, I just want to say, and I hope they are playing for their lives tonight. So let's close it out. I don't care about the story endings. Let's send Frenchie back to Mother France. Ooh, let's go. That's a fact. It's over. I think it's over. I think they're mentally defeated. And I anticipate, I think it's going to be a double-digit victory. And I know it's hard to say that, especially when you look at the way the games have gone thus far. But I do believe that they're mentally defeated. You know, they could talk all of that talk they want and say, oh, yeah, we're confident and we're very confident. And everyone believes that we could come back. They could say all of that stuff. Bro, this is the NBA Finals. And you blew a 29-point lead. You do not deserve to win the championship. That's just how that goes. All right, 646-995-8389. Let me just check the queue to see who we got in the building. We do got some calls. 646-995-8389. If I miss your call, I will call you back. That's one of my pledges I make on this show. And I think I'm good to go. Got my man Rock from the ATL on the line. Continue to smash that like button. Hey, what's going on, Rock?
Yeah, what's going on, kid, man?
Hey, man, we just had some breaking news, man. Wemby getting people kicked out. That's crazy.
I don't think I'm buying that story, man, because I've done security in hotels, man. Them guys, when they have these big parties and get these penthouses, man, they act like a-holes, man. So I don't know if I'm buying that, yo.
I mean, the reason why they said they kicked them out makes sense. Y'all were waiting for the players to come out and you were harassing. Now that makes sense to me why they would kick you out. Sure.
Yeah, considering the climate and how some people are behaving, so that does match up. Well, what was
Right.
just said, and those guys, they're drinking and everything, and they feeling
Oh,
themselves.
yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
nobody ever want to say they're guilty of doing what they do when they get caught,
Right.
So
100%.
yeah, yeah. So I'm not gonna, and you can't easily, you really gotta mess up to get yourself kicked out of the penthouse, because you're
Exactly.
paying a lot of money, man. So the hotel don't want to lose your business.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, yeah. So I
So
don't
what's
blame
your
that.
thoughts about San Antonio Spurs limiting or canceling tickets? They don't want us in the building, man. They got a new
Yeah,
policy for us.
I don't know that needs to be addressed, man, because that's not fair. Because you stopping fans from another team from coming in the building. Where they do that at, man? Come on, you serious? If you're the better team, you should be able to overcome that regardless whether the
Right.
opposition comes in the building to cheer for them or whatever. If you
Right.
truly are the superior team, that shouldn't interfere.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't get it. I think that is a weak sauce move. It's not like your fans was buying up tickets.
Right, right. Oh, and not to mention you admitting flat out that you have an inferior fan base.
Right. Exactly.
Because we're not going to take over half the building or more than half, because you're still going to have the majority of Spurs fans there. We're just gonna have a nice little collection of Knicks fans, but there should be
No, we
more
actually
room.
no. We had more than 50%, Rock.
Oh,
We bought
last
up the
time?
tickets. No, tonight for tonight's game. For tonight's game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Spurs fans only bought 12% of the tickets. We talked about that yesterday. Yeah.
Well, it's like, well, I think this goes back to what I said before, and I guess everything caught up because I was saying, remember before, when we wasn't crying at our after game press conferences,
10
and
seconds.
because I believe all along the whole league know that the Knicks can't be stopped and they're accepting of what's ever going to happen. So now, I think the fans then caught up now. They realize that it's all futility, man. It's then caught up.
Bingo.
Yeah,
Bingo.
it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's
Knicks in
like
5,
Christmas,
no
man.
spooky crew, baby.
Yep, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Yep, the dollar and the million, man. All that talk
No
they be
doubt.
talking about, yeah, we the better team. Nah, you don't believe that. Stop.
Hell no.
I'm so happy for Mike Brown because Darren Fox, the one that got him up out of there in Sacramento,
Yeah, yes, he did.
Oh man, and the Spurs let him go. Oh man,
Yeah, yes, he did. That's the goodness. Double whammy.
everything works out in the end, man. Just gotta be patient.
But I
Yeah, it's
appreciate you,
done.
Rock.
All
Great
right,
call,
bro.
man. No
Yeah,
doubt. All right. Keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. We got a whole lot of topics. Do you believe the story that Wemby kicked some people out, some Knicks fans out of the Ritz-Carlton? That just came out. Jeremy Lin says he never wanted to leave New York City. Shaq tells Wemby that he is not the face or the new face until he wins the championship. And is Jalen Brunson the face of the league when we win the championship? All right. And we also talked about Wemby's delusional response to being down 3-1. 646-995-838-8389. Get my man D from LA in the building. What's going on, D?
What's good? What's good?
Nothing much, man. It's game day.
Let's go. It's game day. It's game day. Conspiracy theorists, I got one for y'all.
Let's go. I like a good conspiracy. Let's go.
Of all times in the history, if there's a face of sports fandom, if you look up sports fandom, the first face that pops up is Brazil soccer.
Oh, okay.
Of all times in the history of ever, the Knicks are a game away from winning the championship, and the Brazil fan base is taking over NYC from what I'm hearing.
Really?
Theorists. Oh, yeah. Because they're playing the MetLife in about, what, an hour or so?
Oh, right. Yeah. Because, we got the World Cup. You're right.
Yes, it is. I've been seeing videos online, and they're like, how are Knicks fans going to respond? So, conspiracy theorists, we got to win this one. Win it in San Antonio. Because if we come back to NY and it's chaos versus chaos, you know how the media is going to cover it. But it's just crazy to actually think of all times in the history where the Knicks are literally about to close this out. Brazil fans are in New York City. Crazy time. But nonetheless,
wow,
it is game day. This is it.
I've been
watching the media. The media is kind of starting to, create the excuses that Sacramento's going to get. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Here we go. Wemby has been considering he has to do it now because he's a tall player and tall players know their time is limited. And I'm just like, what does this have to do with the Knicks?
Nothing.
What's this got to do with the Knicks? It's time.
He should have got it done in game 4.
Game 4, game 3, game 2. It's over, bruh. I think today we destroy him. We destroy him because I've watched Jose Alvarado. I don't know if you saw that post-game interview or maybe not post-game, but one of these finals interviews where he was talking about his feeling in game 4 as a New Yorker playing in Madison Square Garden. He's like, I know we still got one more game, but I can't lie. I was about to cry my eyes out. I'm a New York kid. Just thinking about all the stories and the reasons why these players are playing. I didn't even know until recently OG Anunoby and Karl Anthony Towns have something in common when it comes to mothers. I don't know if OG's mother is not alive, but he was raised by his dad. So there's so many different stories going into this final game. Karl Anthony Towns obviously doing it for Mom Dukes. Jalen Brunson doing it for the small guy. And somebody made a comment in the Discord today that said Jalen Brunson becomes top 10 when he wins this championship, top 10 point guard in history. I don't think he's 10, 9, 8, maybe 7. He's up there. A couple people gonna have to move.
For sure.
Gonna have to move. Yeah.
I might put him top 5. Hey, I might jump off the ledge and put him top 5. That's just me though.
Jumping off the ledge. I don't because I looked at the list and I'm like, I can't argue for CP3 anymore. I can't argue for Stockton. I can't argue for Steve Nash because these players had teams that could win championships.
All of those guys also played with better players than them, right?
Exactly.
So,
and they have the style, and I'm gonna jump on the front street. They have the style that is said to be the best point guard style, and they didn't win. CP3 had teams. Steve Nash had teams. Stockton had teams. So when Brunson does this, you got to put him up there. It's not jumping off the ledge.
He's got to be up there as the best guy, because a lot of these point guards aren't the best guys. See, that's why I'm like top 5. Because when you look at them top 10 point guards.
That's facts.
They not the best on their team, no. See,
Stockton definitely wasn't. So now I'm gonna leave with this because he also mentioned one name in the chat. I want to say it was either JTAP or NYC something. I can't remember his name. Jap NYC, something like that. He said, and I'm
JJP NYC.
Yes, he said Iverson ?
Is Iverson a point guard though? Because
he's somewhere in there. He's the Dame Lillard type, Russell Westbrook.
Because he plays shooting guard though, technically.
Eric Snow was the point.
Technically.
Who technically was the point? Right, see, that's
Snow.
What you're saying.
Snow, because when you look at the designation of the position, he's a shooting guard, point guard. but
So
he
then how
was
do,
a shooting
uh-huh.
guard, technically.
How about this though? How about just as the 1A?
Okay.
How about that
And,
conversation?
but I, I I I don't know if I could put Brunson over AI right now. Not right
I don't know if
now.
I can't though. I don't know if I can't.
But it's one hell of a discussion. We're gonna talk about that this summer.
I
By the
got
way,
you there,
smash
no
that
doubt.
like button, subscribe
I
button.
got you.
We're gonna have all these talks this summer.
I got you.
All right?
I got you.
No doubt,
Stay up,
D.
man.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
All right. That's a great, yo. It's so many conversations, man. That's why you listen, yo. If you hadn't subscribed, subscribe. We're gonna be having all of these great conversations all summer. I'm here 365, 7 days a week, every day, give you this Knick content. And there's just so much topics, Where do you rank this Knick team in history? It's a lot going on. But today we're talking about those tickets are revoked. What are these Knick fans going to do? What are we going to do that we spent all this money to travel there, and now they're telling us, well, your area code wasn't within the 150-mile radius. I'm going to take one more call, and then I'm going to get into some more topics. Hopefully Sean could talk. It's Saturday. I don't think he works on Saturday. Sean, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
What's going on? You don't work on Saturdays, right?
Nah, man. That's why
Okay.
I can catch the show on Saturdays, man.
100%.
It's the best time to catch you, for sure.
100%.
First off, I want to salute to the chat, to all the OGs, to the OKF ladies, and everybody in there, man. Hit the like button. Hey, it's always been Knicks and fives. It's always been Knicks and five. All right.
That's true.
We're
That's
gonna
true.
close it out tonight, and we got this. Oh, I wanna tell you something. If you can,
What's up?
go on Twitter, and Ian Bagley had made an update that MSG have reached out to the Spurs and said that they can't revoke their tickets. So all the tickets are all the Knicks fans got their tickets back. If you want to look it up and see yourself, you can. But I'm
gonna check it
looking
out.
at it right now.
Yeah, because there's always new updates, and that's why I like that we do the show in real time, because we could check it out. I'm gonna check that out right now on the back end.
Yeah. But so with that being said, though, the Spurs they were scared because they knew once they lost game 4, they knew we was flying out there. So they got scared. You know what I mean? We are Knicks fans. We come together.
That's a fact.
This is who we are. We are New Yorkers. We gonna all come together when something is great for us. At any time, at any moment in life, anything that happened in New York, what we do, we all collab together, man. And that's what we were going to do. We going down to San Antonio and putting a belt to them. Now, I ain't going to say we're going to blow them out. I predict the score to be 111 and 104. So I'm going to see. That's just me. But with
I
the
take it.
Wimpy
As long as we win,
situation-
I'm good.
Exactly. As long as we win, I'm fine. But with the Wimpy situation, I just want to ask, and I want to ask you. I know it was
What's up?
breaking news, but why are we surprised by this? Why is this like surprising? He's a kid. What is he, like 23 years old, 22 or something like that?
22.
He's 22. Certain things is going to get to him because he's a kid. You know what I mean? That's just like when you be in school and you get bullied, and just that one thing that really irks you, you just like, man, now I gotta punch this kid in the face, or I gotta go tell the teacher or something. That's Wimpy. He feels like he could be an arrogant, he can do all this and that to you, but once somebody do something to him that's underneath his skin, that make his skin crawl, he acts like a baby, man. So I just feel like, man, this is not surprising news. They arrogant as hell. They don't understand when they got a good team in front of them, but they also got to tell, and they also all,
10
my bad.
seconds.
They also got to say, man, we gonna win. They got to keep the confidence up. They know deep down they not gonna win. They know deep down. Mitch Johnson, he's still young. He still don't got enough knowledge. He didn't pick up from Pops. He's still learning.
Yeah,
That was a
he's still
horrible
learning.
coach game. He's still learning, man. But like I said, Knicks and 5, man. I'm in the chat. Y'all hit them like buttons, man, and let's get it, man. I see you at the parade,
Sean,
man.
thank you for that
Yes,
update.
sir.
I got it up there on the screen too. So I'm about to
Okay,
share
for
it right
sure.
now.
All right,
Big time.
for sure. Yes, sir.
right. Salute.
Blessings, man. Blessings.
No doubt. Blessings. Hey, first off, OKF Nation is the best. That's facts. I appreciate him for giving me that update. Because I was looking for it. For some reason, it didn't pop up on my feeder. So this came out minutes before I started the show. All right. So we gonna update this. Ian Begley, salute to Ian Begley with the update. All right. So this was the statement that was released this afternoon. Madison Square. Hopefully y'all could see it. A little bit more. I think that's the biggest I could get it. But either way, oh no, that's too much. That might be better. Okay, cool. So MSG Sports put out this statement on the tickets in Game 5 at San Antonio. Madison Square Garden Corp, MSG, made the following statement. Contrary to prior reporting, we confirm with Spurs ownership that they will not be revoking any Knicks tickets that the Knicks fans have in tonight's game at San Antonio, and all ticket holders will be allowed to enter Frost Bank Arena. We look forward to tonight's game. Salute to the Knicks organization, man. MSG Sports, dog. They handled that for Knicks Nation, man. Dolan and the boys. These guys represented for Knicks Nation. Okay, now let me tell you something. All right, I'm glad we got this because I was going to talk about the legality of it. That was the owner's choice. That was the owner's choice. They, by law, have the right to do it because there's no discrimination on race, creed, all that stuff. They have the right to put terms into their ticket holder agreement and you sign it when you buy it. There's certain restrictions and limitations. So what happened was MSG Sports, they called up, they had a big man conversation on the phone. Like, what are you doing? Only 12% of your fans bought tickets. You're going to have a half-empty arena for the finals? Your fan base ain't trying to spend $1,300. The tickets started out at $1,700. They had to drop it to $13. Once they dropped it to $13, that's when all the news came out. Knicks Nation in the building heavy. 42% of the tickets were bought by Knicks fans in New York, and the other 8% came from Jersey. We were about to take over the building. So salute to MSG, man. That's fire. Because they didn't really have to do that. Okay, MSG Sports, man, they confirmed, they confirmed with the Spurs ownership that they will not revoke tickets. So yeah, the tickets will not be revoked. So now we're going to be in their building, and Knicks Nation are going to be heavy. But I do want to talk about, prior to MSG Sports, stepping in and releasing this report right here or this update. The mind state of the Spurs organization to try to prevent Knicks fans from coming in there. I mean, it's like, yo, we're the only team in the league that does this. I don't remember the Lakers fans getting banned. Maybe I'm not looking into enough Laker news, but I just don't remember, especially in these playoffs, the Lakers, they were in Houston. They were all over. I don't remember ever seeing no reports saying that the Los Angeles Lakers fans can't enter into a building. But this is good news. I'm happy because I was concerned. That's why I did the show, or I led the show with this, because I felt as though, Knicks fans, we spent our hard-earned money to help stimulate your economy. I mean, who will turn down a traveling fan base that is a fan base that could bring economical gains into your local market? And you say we're going to keep those people out just for the sake of your basketball players' sanity, and we want to hear our fans. We don't want to sound like we're in Madison Square Garden. Stop being spooky in the goddamn woods, man. But salute to Dolan and the boys at MSG Sports, man, for holding it down and reassuring Knicks fans that they believe in that the Knicks fans will get the proper access that they paid for. Salute to my man, Down is Up. I appreciate the Jews, and Sean for the Jews as well. I do appreciate you guys and the gifting crew. All right. Let me since we're here, MSG and I guess the city agreed to bring back the watch parties, man. So tonight for Game 5, salute to everybody who's going to be outside of Madison Square Garden going crazy. I don't know how early you have to go down there. I haven't been to one of these outdoor watch parties yet, but they bringing back the watch party. All right. Now, don't tell me they got me to log in. Damn. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I think I got another article. But the watch parties are coming back. But there's something that I wanted to look at, because when I read that, I'm just not logged in on this account. It's all good. I got another article here, though. Bam. So we just go to this one. Now, I'm not sure if this one has that detail, though. Let me see. All right. Watch parties tickets selling for 140 times the sticker price on secondary market. Let me see. Radio City Music Hall. Are you serious? They selling tickets to get up in there for $1,400? Wait, what? Nah, this one don't got that other detail, though. Okay, yeah, it does. The Knicks will also be hosting free ticketed and secure events right outside the Garden for $3,000. Now, this is my question, because I could have sworn the other watch party, my fault, I'm not in research mode. The other watch party that we used to have outside, I thought there was like 6,000 people out there. So now it's 3,000 people out there. I wonder if that was like an arrangement by the city and the Garden to agree to have, instead of 6,000, only 3,000. So I don't think we got that detail. I was wondering if it was in here, but I don't remember it having the detail as to why it's 3,000 instead of the 6,000. But nonetheless, you guys will be able to go down there for free outside the Garden and, watch the games with other crazy Knicks fans outside. Just please be safe and don't beat somebody up because they represent the San Antonio Spurs. But this right here was crazy. Because I didn't really look into the rock. I wasn't really concerned about this, but the tickets to watch the watch party at Radio City Music Hall are selling on the secondary market for 140 times the sticker price. It was $10 and now they're going for $1,400. Are you going to pay $1,400 to go watch the game on TV at Rockefeller Center? Like, who the hell is doing that? I know I'm not doing that. That's insane. But it is what it is. New York is all about the dollar, dog. They gonna figure out a way to get your money. Because I could understand $10, $20. That's fine, right? I don't have no problem with selling tickets for anything. But for it to go up 140 times, bro, it goes from $10 to $1,400. That's criminal, man. I'm going to talk about this Mike Brown topic. I'm going to get right back into the phone lines. So Mike Brown has a chance at redemption, all right, for the 2007 NBA Finals, right? He also faced the San Antonio Spurs, right? And so this is like it's for both us and Mike Brown. This is like a revenge game, even though Mike Brown worked for the San Antonio Spurs as well. All right. But his 2007 failure has become the catalyst for the Knicks 2026 success. OK, 19 years ago, Greg Pop took Mike Brown's inexperience and turned it into the San Antonio Spurs' greatest allies. 19 years later, Mike Brown is doing the exact same thing to Mitch Johnson. Salute to Mike Brown. Remember, Mike Brown was a young coach, didn't know much, was a disciple of Pop. Even though it wasn't for the Cavs, it wasn't for the Spurs, it was for the Cavs. But, that guy as well is doing the same thing to Johnson. Because now Johnson is the rookie under Greg Pop, but he's in over his head. Okay? My fault. I'm sorry. I was just, because Ian Begley had the article too on his Twitter. I seen it. And I just wanted to see if it had that update, but forget it. I'm just going to move on. Anyway, with Johnson in his first finals, right? Much as Brown was back in 2007, the coach is making rookie mistakes. All right. Johnson's mistakes during the 26 finals have not only been understandable, but perhaps inevitable. Hold up. Hold on. Let me come out of this really quick. I did a debate with this guy's name is the Bronzeville Spurs fan. I do debates on this channel as well to all the new people. And I told him in the debate that you guys are not ready. You're young, you have potential, but when it gets down to the wire and the nitty gritty of the whole shebang, you don't have the experience to deal with us. Oh no, we're going to be fine. Greg Popovich is there and all these things he said, but then he calls into the show and goes, well, just the inexperience. Our coach is young. He doesn't know what I said, I told you this during the debate. This is why I never wanted to face the Spurs. I knew this was going to happen. Oh, now we're young. I told y'all that from the beginning. Anyway, so young coach, inevitable. He's placed some considerable burden on his top 6 players. He's playing them a lot of minutes. That's a fact. They're gassed. And I have a theory that I want to share on that, because in all 3 games, the Knicks have been down at least 8 points in the first quarter. But in every game, the Knicks come back and they fight, and then they fight in the second half. I think it's because the Spurs are just gassed. And they put so much energy into the first quarter that they don't know how to pace themselves for the end. And then that's when the Knicks come with the veteran experience and just beat the brakes off of them. But tonight, I think the Knicks are going to come in because I think mentally they're defeated. So I expect us to have a better start to the game than we did in the last 4 games against San Antonio. But, a lot of this is just inexperience, and he's relying on those guys for a lot of productivity. But the greatest parallel between 2007 and 26 is not the minutes. Brown has long favored deep rotations. The primary similarity is how the veteran coach is beginning to predict the tendencies of the fresh face. Now, check this out. I thought that this was really good. For Johnson, he has made a habit out of putting Victor Wembanyama on Jalen Brunson, which Brown has adapted by improving New York's off-the-ball action. In Game 4, the Knicks capitalized on that adjustment with 15 threes, as well as 12 points in the paint during the fourth quarter alone. Hey, I told y'all, one of my keys to victory for us in this playoffs was we have to dominate the paint and the glass. And we've been doing that. And that's part of our success, because now we're able to get easier buckets, easier opportunities. And when Wemby's on the perimeter, that's when the basket opens up, and now we can attack them in the paint. But yeah, man, this is a really good article. I'm not going to read much more of it. I'm going to get back to the phone line, 646-995-8389. Mike Brown has a chance. Well, he's doing to Mitch Johnson what Pop did to him years ago. Let me get my man Waltz P, OKF Nation Plus, No Clock in the building. All right. And I do got a 315 area code. Hopefully that's a Spurs fan. What's good, Waltz P?
What's going on, man?
It's game day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They tried to keep us out, but MSG Sports stepped up.
I tapped in and I saw the title and I was like, yo, what is this weak sauce they trying to keep fans out? Like, yo, that's weak sauce, dog. You know what's crazy too, man? The NBA need to ban teams from practicing this. And the reason why I say they should ban teams from practicing this is because the NBA have revenue sharing, dog. And one of the biggest things of revenue sharing is ticket prices. I mean, ticket sales.
Right.
You feel me? So why are you going to benefit off of our tickets that's going for 10 racks? And your ticket sales is nowhere near what we're selling them. And you trying to keep our fans from going there?
But hold on, my one pushback, I don't think they share the ticket sales.
I believe they do for the revenue sharing.
I gotta look into that, because I know TV money is what they share, and the ticket sales is not even. I mean, dude, go look at some of the arenas. It be empty, dog.
Because I believe so. Just like double
I'll look into it.
Double check into it, because when I looked into it, it said that revenue sharing amongst the teams, like they have some type of revenue sharing system where ticket sales is one of the main proponents of it.
I
And
know
maybe I read it wrong or
merchandise,
whatever, but that's what I was.
licensing, all of those things they share for sure. I know that.
Okay.
Like Brunson jerseys don't just go to the Knicks. They all share.
Yeah. But if ticket sales is part of that revenue sharing, which from what I read, I believe it is, teams should not be allowed to do that at all.
Do you think that's what they did? MSG Sports stepped in and said, "Hey, wait a minute." You know,
I believe so. Because think about it, right? If Spurs have the legal power to do so, what should stop their owner from saying, nah, the hell with that. I'm gonna still ban the team or whatever. Something had to be like, I don't know, something in that discussion had to go about.
I just think it was boss talk. Dolan was like, "Yo, man, come on, what we doing, dog?"
Yeah.
I think Dolan just pulled his card, like, "Yo, man, you really doing this right now?"
Here's my other thing too, right?
Mm-hmm.
As prestige as the Spurs franchise is supposed to be, why are you going to that level? What are you scary for? What
Thank
are
you.
Looking in the woods for? To me, that shows me you're not as prestige as you think.
Hello. I tried to tell Broswell that. I said, we're going to check y'all pockets. He said, they got money in San Antonio. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Because think about it. If we was playing the Lakers in the finals, do you think there would be anything coming in the news saying that the Lakers are revoking Knicks tickets?
Hell no. Them tickets would be just as much as the Garden. If them Knicks fans go spend 10 bands, okay, let them come out here and drove.
Exactly. So, yeah, man, I lost respect for the Spurs, man.
Look at Atlanta, right? Atlanta had New York out there. We was there.
Exactly.
They did not care. They was like, come in, New York.
Shout out to Atlanta, yo. Shout
out to Atlanta, right?
Atlanta. I have a new respect for them, dog. Like, yo.
Right.
Even McCollum, like when the little altercation broke out with Michigan, Brunson said he came up to him and was like, yo, watch your back, stay safe, stay on guard, whatever. Like, I respect Atlanta, yo. Shout out to Atlanta for real.
100%.
Man. Yeah, man. But that was what I tapped in on, whatever. I don't know exactly what else, with this.
It's a lot. I mean, I got a question for you. Yeah. If Jalen Brunson, or when Jalen Brunson wins the champ, let me stop saying if. Try to be fair and objective. Screw that. When Jalen Brunson wins the championship, will he be the face of the league? Because Shaq says in order to be the face of the league, you have to take it and win the championship.
It's a good chance that he could be the face of the league because a lot of people are rooting for the small point guard. So I think just from that dynamic right there, a lot of people are going to be pulling for him. It's just like Steph Curry. Even though he could shoot out of this world or whatever, it was the fact that he wasn't somebody that was 6'8", 6'9", or a big man. So a lot of people rallied behind him. So, yeah, I think it's a good possibility that he could be the face of the league. But, I also tapped in when y'all was having a discussion about is Jalen Brunson above AI. Me personally, I think Jalen Brunson is above AI. Because since Jalen Brunson been a starter, when has he ever missed the playoffs?
Never.
Exactly. That's not a feat that I believe that AI can say. And then when you break down the comparison as far as stats, let's not even go to field goal percentage.
You know what? Maybe it's because I grew up off AI, as a teenager, right?
I love AI.
And it's like, I'm like, I don't know if I could put Brunson, only because, like, from an individual standpoint, like, if you want to factor in leadership, team success, I think Brunson gets it. But just that one-on-one, Brunson's a hell of a player. One-on, ain't nobody guard Brunson. What?
Here's my thing. This is why I say he's above AI.
That's tough. That's cool.
If my life is on the line and I need a player that's gonna save my life to win this basketball game, am I picking AI or am I picking Brunson? I'm picking Brunson. I love
a
AI
good
to
one.
death and everything, but I'm picking Brunson with the clutch factor. with the footwork.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I'm picking Brunson.
That's tough. Maybe I'm just looking at it from I grew up off of AI.
Because I get it. Because I'm a big fan of AI too. I love AI. But nah, man, I gotta give it to Brunson.
I mean, look, I'm not even gonna say I was an AI fan. I was a Kobe fan, but I respect the hell out of AI.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I respect the hell out of him, man. But
because all right. So let's shift it. Let's shift it there. Let's shift it. You could argue that Brunson had a better team than AI. Because like AI had no bucket getters at all.
Mm-hmm.
He was the only he ain't got a jumper like you said, like Brunson do. He ain't got a team full of hitters like that, and he still went to the finals and won game 1 against Shaq and Kobe.
All right, so KP, check this out.
All right.
When Brunson lost Julius Randle and lost OG, what did Brunson do? That year that we lost to the Pacers, and that was because OG got injured, during the playoffs. But during that year, OG was out for most of the year, and Julius was out, with the shoulder. What did Brunson do? He kept the winning going strong and carried us to the playoffs. And his numbers
he did good work, but he didn't get to the finals though.
Nah, he didn't get to the finals. But you got to look at it like this though. AI had that team from the beginning of the season. So it's easy for you to make the adjustments, yada. Put it like this. If in the playoffs that year, right, he would have lost, because I think Mutombo was on that team. If he would have lost Mutombo during the playoffs, do you think that they still go to the finals?
Oh, hell, no. He wouldn't have the prayer chance of hell. No.
Because I look at that Mutombo at that stage as equivalent to OG Anunoby at that stage of Anunoby's career on the Knicks.
He needed Mutombo. That's how he was able to beat Toronto, because Mutombo was protecting the rim. So now T-Mac and them couldn't fly in and get them dunks.
Exactly. And we needed OG to guard on the wings. Because we didn't have Wingstop at that time. We had DiVincenzo. Right. So OG was our main defender. And at that point, he was shutting down Siakam.
Good point.
That was the time when he was shutting down Siakam. It was last year Siakam cooked us.
Good point. But but Walls P, man, I appreciate you, man.
No doubt.
You made me think about that AI. We're going to have to revisit that conversation, man.
Yes,
for sure.
Oh, last thing, shout out to everybody in the chat. And I got to give a special shout out to Brownsville for talking the Spurs into existence, to meet the Knicks in the finals. So thanks for the ring, brother. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Brownsville Spurs. Right, now we got to go to your neighborhood with a jersey now. Now I got to go to Brownsville now. Oh, Lord.
Exactly. But all
right, big time. No doubt. It's my man, Walls P, OKF Nation Plus. Get my man, Miguel. Hold on. I want to see who this is really quickly. I want to see if this is a Spurs fan. I want to laugh at some Spurs fans today. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. They tried to keep us out of San Antonio, but Dolan and the boys got us in there. 315, call me back. I'm curious to see who that is, man. I need some Spurs energy, yo. Y'all need to call up and talk y'all Spurs talk, man. Stop being scared. Stop being scared. It's NBA Saturdays. What's good, Miguel?
Yeah.
We in the building.
Yo, what up, Kron?
Let's go. Hey, it's game day, man. I mean, they tried to keep us out of San Antonio, but Dolan had to step up for the boys. Why you think they so spooky? They didn't want us in their building.
Honestly, I feel like there's multiple reasons. Like, I feel like, we've been rowdy and all that. And they looking at it like, oh, they're going to bring that rowdiness to San Antonio. But honestly, if they would have kicked us out the game, I feel like it would have made it worse. Because now you got a bunch of New Yorkers stuck in San Antonio outside in the streets. It's better for them to be in the building than outside in the streets causing mayhem because they spooky in the woods. You feel me?
That's a good point.
So it was like, it's kind of like chess when you're thinking about it, because it's like, damn, if we keep them out, then they're going to go crazy. If we bring them in, then our team might be spooky in the woods for the rest of the game.
Right.
So it's like, there's no winning in that situation. They have to let us in. They have to let us be
Bingo.
us because it's over, and they know it's over. That's why
Yeah.
they're not buying tickets, and they selling their own tickets because they
Selling
know it's
their own
over.
ticket.
They selling their own tickets because that's what's happening. They had the tickets. They thought they was gonna do something. They saw it was 3-1. They was like, nobody ever done this before. Matter of fact, let's
Right.
just sell this.
Let's
Let's get
just get
something
off
up
of
out of
this.
this. You feel me?
LeBron James is the only one to come back from 3-1.
Yup. That's a
And
fact.
you're not LeBron, so you gotta relax.
So yeah, and like
Uh-huh.
it's like they're not doing that. Wemby is not that dominant to dominate
Right.
the whole game. Yeah, he could dominate some quarters. He could dominate in rebound, or like in defensively.
Right.
He don't really dominate offensively.
No.
So
Because
it's
he takes
like,
them
how
long
can
ass shots.
exactly?
He's 7'5".
But it's tough when he has Karl Anthony Towns in front of him.
Right.
He can't shoot over Karl. For real,
No.
for real.
Good point.
Like he gotta be completely 100% set to get a shot over Cat.
Yeah.
And what he likes to do as soon as he gets the ball with Cat, he likes to dribble it. He likes to put the ball on the floor like he's about to do something. And then he takes like 2 steps, 15 dribbles, and then ends up passing the ball. Because why? Because he can't do nothing with that guy. He can't do nothing with Cat on him. And Mitch is cool defending him, but the thing about Mitch is Mitch sometimes gets a little too antsy. And he wants to get up off his feet.
Seconds.
Bingo.
So,
Good point.
but yo, come on, you already know. We're going to get this win. It's all love. Yo, Knicks, stand up. Knicks in 5. I was
Knicks
Knicks
in
in
5.
4, but you feel me? Things happen. It is what it is. They
That's a
got
fact.
us. But
No spooky crew.
Knicks in 5, you know what it is. We're going to take this. They got no heart. They fans is sellouts. See, they selling it out. It's over, bro.
Yes. It's
Yo,
over.
Knicks, everybody stand up. Everybody cheer. I shed tears when we won the last game. It's words of mommy. Yo, this is the best channel on YouTube. That's a fact, bro.
Thank you,
One
family.
love. Everybody
One love.
stand up. Subscribe. One.
All right. It's my man Miguel from Queens to AZ. Salute to him. Do appreciate that shout out. Man, we talking about a lot today. It's NBA Fan Saturdays. The question of who's the face of the league. Will Jalen Brunson be the face of the league when he wins the championship? Jeremy Lin says that he never wanted to leave the Knicks on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn as he had his first conversation with Melo since he left the Knicks. How Mike Brown is cooking the Spurs the way they cooked him in 2007. We also talked about the watch parties are back. And the topic of the day was the San Antonio Spurs, they say they were going to revoke and refund the tickets for Knicks fans who bought tickets because they came up with some stupid policy with fans have to purchase tickets within 150 miles of the arena. But MSG Sports, Dolan and the boys had a conversation with them and got them to allow Knicks fans into the building. So what do you guys think about that? This is what we're talking about today on NBA Fan Saturdays, all right? If I miss your call, I will call you back as the line continue to heat up. 315, call me back. I called you. Curious to see who you are. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. See if my man John is available. What's going on, John?
What up, Karan? What's going on, bro?
Flatbush in the building, baby.
You already know, and I'm home today.
Oh, that's fire.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
I'm home today. Yeah, my parents actually stay in Mill Basin, so we over
Oh,
here
salute the
just-
Mill Basin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So we just waiting for the game, man. This is the last day we could say that the Knicks are cursed. How about that? Anybody who want to say this is the last day? Yeah, we're gonna win.
Talk that talk.
They already afraid of us. They don't want us in the building. They taking
That's
our tickets
crazy.
away. What else does that tell me? They don't even want to see us because they know us as fans, we're the 6th man.
That's a fact.
So I already know during the celebration, when we hoisting up that trophy, it's gonna be a sea of orange and blue. They're gonna be like, yo, where's the black and white? I don't even see the Spurs fans. And on top of that, on closeout games, we average about 40 points this series, this season.
100%.
On closeout
Just under
games.
40. Yeah. 100%.
Yep, 39.
39.
Know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I hope Vegas odds, I'm not a gambling man, but I hope the Vegas odds know what they're doing this time because they've been wrong all series. You know?
Oh, shit,
So-
bro. You know how much money they're losing, bro? They said 71% of the bets were on the Knicks, and the Knicks were underdogs in most of the games.
Yo, they could lose the money.
wild,
I don't
bro.
care. Vegas is the last person who I would feel bad for losing money.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
Screw them.
Yeah, screw them like they screw everybody else.
That's
the
a
business
fact.
That's the business that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But I am conflicted though, Karan.
What's up? Talk to me.
I'm a man. I'm a Haitian man. I don't know if you know that.
Sock
and-
passe. What's up?
Not boule. But yo, I got my people like the non-Knicks fans from New York. Like yo, I'm watching the World Cup. I'm like, you watching the World Cup?
Come on. What?
Yo, the fact that soccer has two names in America is a problem for me. Soccer, football. You know what I
Right.
mean?
We don't know what to
You know
call
what I mean?
it.
You don't even know what to call a damn sport. And you're gonna go talking about you're gonna watch Haiti. I understand I'm a prideful Haitian. For me, like
Of course.
when it comes to Haiti, I love everything about it except like the sports because we've never been good. But I can, you know, people can say the same thing about the Knicks. You know, I don't know if you remember that a few Olympics ago when we was running and the dude literally tripped and fell over the barrier you had to jump over.
A Haitian runner?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. He literally looked like he didn't break his leg, but it looked like he almost broke his leg on the first hurdle. All my Haitian people know what I'm talking about.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's okay for today. I could be divided. We could be divided. You know what I'm saying? I'll just wait for the results. When I'm locked into Game 5, the last game of the season, y'all, let's get hyped. Let's watch it. Let's be prepared. And, yeah, shout out to the Knicks.
Man, salute to the Knicks, man. Knicks Nation, Knicks in 5. Man, I can't wait for the parade, my brother.
I can't wait. Let's see how long it takes Becky Hammond to say, oh, my bad.
Yo, we going to be checking a lot of temperatures, Paul Pitt, all of these people. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
man.
I heard your conversation the other day about Becky. The reason she's saying that is her own trauma. I don't know how far she got in the WNBA. I don't know if she has championships. I really can't tell you.
No. She didn't win a championship. No.
She did not. All right, that's part of my point. She probably feels like, oh, if I was 5 inches taller, I'd be the best player in the NBA, in the WNBA.
Nah,
So
she
I feel
still
like
would get
that's-
cooked. She wasn't that nice. No offense, but she wasn't that nice. That's when I used to watch the WNBA heavy. Nah, she wasn't that nice. Sorry.
Damn. See, I can't even
Yeah.
tell you. The only person I've been watching is Asia Wilson lately, and like she's,
Okay. You got to
she's a
watch the Lady
problem.
Liberties, man.
Yeah, I do.
They down the block from you. Listen, pull up, go to a game. You got to pull up to a game, dog.
Yeah, I've
right
been
down the
locked in
block.
I've been locked in on the Knicks, bro. I've been locked in
Yeah,
on
me
the
too.
Knicks.
Me too. But
You know what I'm
after we
saying?
win this championship, I'm going to shift gears. I'm going to look at other sports for sure.
Or football or soccer? Which one?
Nah, I don't do soccer, but I do. I watch it, but it's not really my thing. I'm sorry. It's just not my
Same. Yeah, it's not my.
But I
it's not
appreciate you,
really
my brother,
thing.
man.
Yes, sir.
Out of
Yes,
Mill
sir.
Basin, man. Big time. I
Yes,
used to live in
sir. You already
Flatland,
know.
so big time. Represent.
Oh, nice. So what high school you went to?
I went to Grady High.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shout out to James Madison, man. That's my high school.
Oh, I should have went to Madison. I would have been on the team. That's a whole nother topic, man.
Oh,
But
we
I
would've
appreciate
needed
you.
We would have needed you.
Yeah, I was. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic. I
Yes,
appreciate you,
sir.
my
Yes,
brother.
sir. Yes, sir. Likewise.
All right. No doubt. Hey, sorry for us getting into the Brooklyn politics, but yeah, Madison, I should have went there. You know, Grady was we had too many good players at Grady, you know? Just the school was just too good. You know, have you ever like been in a school where you could have made the team, but the school was just so good? Yeah. Let me get my man Yuri on the line. What's going on, Yuri?
Nothing. Big game tonight, man. Big game tonight.
Hey, Knicks in 5.
Let's go.
Six, 5. To talk about the tickets revoked, they have unrevoked them. So the away
Right.
fans are on away again. We just got an update on it.
Yeah, Ian Begley, we talked about it. Ian Begley put it out there. MSG Sports had the conversation with the Spurs ownership, and they're going to allow the Knicks fans in.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's wild. I love it. Salute the Dolan, man. They say what you want, but they made it right.
That man Dolan's like, yo, this is our biggest game of the season.
Yeah.
Won't stop Knicks fans from coming in. Come on.
Come
on.
Scary.
It's about to be MSG 2.0 in there.
100%.
But yeah,
100%.
we had a lot of conversations about the refs, and as people know, Scott Foster's refereeing the game, aka the extender, which I think it's played out, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't believe extender bull crap at all, to tell you the truth. Because he refed game 1, right?
He did.
7 in OKC. How can he extend? This is what I don't understand. I'm a conspiracy theorist when it comes to NBA. How can he extend the series if he's refereeing the game? I don't understand that.
Well, it's on the players to execute. So no matter what the refs are going to do, you as a player have to do your part. So if you're not putting the ball in the basket, you're not going to win. It's that simple.
That's simple. And now, for my opinion about the game, I think this is not going to be a blow. I think this is going to be a close game still. Regardless of what happens. The Spurs are not going to go down that easy, even after they blew a 29-point lead. I still have I'll be surprised if this is a blowout, Karan. Yes, I've watched the Knicks in closeout games.
Right. This is what we do. So, but my thing is it because they are young and they don't know better? Like, what would make them keep the game close tonight?
Castle, he gets hot, and if he stays out of foul.
I think that's the hard part. He can't stay out of foul trouble.
That is the hard part. Wemby, I think Wemby's the hard part here. I think if Wemby gets hot in his hometown, he's going to use that as momentum going forward to win the game. So it depends, you know what I mean?
Okay.
10 seconds.
But yeah, no.
I see.
Thing with the whole Knicks and stuff like that is that let the fans in. They pay their hard-earned money. They can't even afford MSG.
Right.
Salute.
Big time salute. It's my man Yuri. I hear him. You know, he wants to be conservative. I think the Knicks I think it's gonna be a blowout. I think we're gonna go in there and give them the business. By the way, if you just joined the show, smash that like button. It's been confirmed that Knicks fans will be in the building tonight. The Spurs try to keep us out, but we will be in the building. They didn't want us there. But MSG Sports made it an announcement that the Spurs ownership say that Knicks fans who bought tickets will be allowed in the building. That's what we're talking about, how spooky in the woods the San Antonio Spurs are. So subscribe so that way you won't miss out on all the good conversations that we're getting ready to have. Let's see who this is. Hello, caller. State your name and where you calling from.
Yo, what's up, baby? This is Sass Supreme out of Brooklyn, you know?
Oh, that's what's up. Brooklyn in the building, man.
Oh, no question. Grady High, you know what I mean? This is me up in there too, man. I went to that piece, B, you know? So
that's what's up. What year you
graduated? Shout you out for going. I'm talking about Rolando Blackman status.
Oh, you way back. You know, you way back in the day.
Hey, word
that's what's up, though.
I'm talking about LL days and all that. Word.
100%.
Yeah, man, I just want to state, you know, that a lot of people are not really understanding the significance of containing Dylan Harper and Castle, you know. If we can contain them cats and just let Wemby basically, you know, not really get his way all the time, but just really understand that he's going to get a significant amount of points and just really contain them other two. I really feel that we really don't have to worry about either getting blown out or
losing the game if our people just maintain what we got to do with our defense and just making our shots, and them turnovers been killing us.
Good point. Good point.
Really relying on Brunson so much has been killing us too. So if we can keep playing collectively like we've been, then I think we got a really good shot in really maintaining the game throughout the whole segment of it this time.
Right. No, a good point. What do you think about the mentality of the Spurs, though? They blew that 29-point lead. How do you think they're going to come out, the young boys, having all that pressure in an elimination game?
Well, I really feel that, of course, they're going to make their changes. And, they're going to look good and all. But I really feel, like you said earlier, them losing that last game mentally has done a lot to their psyche now,
Yeah.
And it's really gonna be on us to when Brunson was speaking earlier in the series, talking about let's go game, one game at a time. I think he should dead all of that now and look at it like when a boxer got somebody up against the ropes and they buckled and you had a hard fight and you finally got them. To hell with that one game at a time, you know what I'm saying? Knock them out. You know what I'm saying? You have a 3-1 edge. Don't go past that. Take care of business, get them out of there. It's one game now. Let's get it over with. And it's a wrap, because all that humble attitude should be out the door now, You got them cats. You know what I'm saying? You have to handle it like you the champion now. There is no if we can win or maybe we can win. We are the winners now, and you got to have the attitude of it. And if you handle it like that, then you will deal with them like the pressure will remain on them the entire game.
Right. Okay. Man, listen, man, I appreciate you, my brother. Sav Supreme, Grady High. I'm going to lock in your name and number, so the next time you call, I know exactly who you are, family.
That's word. I love you, brother.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? You got a #1 fan on here now. You know what I mean? Alma mater and all.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, my brother. All right?
Peace.
Big time salute. All right. Brooklyn in the building, man. Listen, man, to all the Spurs fans, don't be scared. Call up. I want the Spurs fans to call up so bad. I just want to hear, what you honestly think of the game, especially the ones in San Antonio. Why y'all not buying tickets to go to the game? You ain't riding with your team. I swear the Cavs fans and the Spurs fans, just both are weak to me, man. Straight weak fan bases. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sending me messages, but y'all won't call up the line, talking a whole lot of nonsense. Spurs in 7. Come on, dog. Y'all got to stop. Let me get back to the queue. Spoke to Yuri. Get my man. So Rodney, he won the Eastern Conference Finals Pick'ems Challenge. Let's see what he got to say. Hopefully he answers the phone. What's going on, Rodney?
What's good with you, bro?
Game day. Let's go. What do you think is how you feeling right now?
Hey, I'm feeling like this is May 13th, because you know what happened Wednesday, May 13th, right? Wednesday, May 13th was the comeback, and then we beat them in overtime. We took their will, and that's what happened this last Wednesday. We was down 30 points. We came back. We took their will. The Spurs is going to come out, and they're going to be on fire. What was it? How long was the Cavaliers on fire in that second game?
Man, probably the first.
And then they're going to give up.
Eventually, they crumbled.
Right. And that's what's going to happen to the Spurs, because we took their will. They don't want to play. Bro, it's right now is a facade for them. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. When they had that crowd, that Knick crowd in their building, because they tried to keep us out, but Dolan and the boys had to call up their boss and say, what are we doing? Yeah, keep Knicks fans out? Boss moves. Got the Knicks fans back in the building. So what's your thoughts on that? Them scary ass tactics.
You know what? You gotta you gotta try to give your team an advantage. You know what I'm saying?
But
Hey,
your
they
people don't
do it
want to
in
show up.
they do it in the NFL.
Oh, they do?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
They do it in the NFL. Yeah. In
So
the
in
NFL,
the
you don't.
conference game, the other team fans can't fly out.
I don't think. Well, if it's a home stadium game, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
in the
saying.
playoffs, like the
Yeah,
conference championship or the second
right.
round, first round.
They don't. They not letting you buy out. They will let you in there, but you can't take over an NFL game if you are another
Right, because
fan
those
base.
those fans are real.
Right,
They ain't letting you get them tickets.
right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
they ain't letting you get
So,
them tickets. Them NFL fans, they spend bread. They ain't. If the ticket
bruh,
could be 20,000, they in there. They don't care.
bruh, and you know what? And I just want to touch on something. You know, I was watching one of these sports shows the other day. You
Okay,
know, and everybody is using that term that Charles Barkley said about us. You know what I'm saying?
cockroaches.
Yeah, you know, you got white analysts using it, black analysts using it.
I don't like
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like it, bro. I don't like it one bit, bro. You
Hella
know,
disrespectful.
10
yo,
seconds.
and that's my last word on that. But yeah, Knicks in 5 is over.
Knicks in 5. It's
It's a
over, man.
blowout tonight.
Mm.
It's a blowout.
Can't wait.
Yo, stay good, Karan.
Big time salute, man.
All right.
All right. It's my man Ronnie. He won the last contest we did. And yeah, I did a show talking about that Charles Barkley with the cockroaches thing. You know, and I said it. Actually, I put it in the short too. Like, if you're laughing at Charles Barkley, just remember he called you a cockroach. I refuse. I don't even want to listen to Charles Barkley anymore. The last game, the last game, I muted the halftime. I don't even want to hear him talk. It's at that point, it's just like, I don't want to hear what you got to say, bro. And nobody said nothing about it. Like, that's the even more crazy part to me. Like, yo, you calling Knicks fans cockroaches. I don't care what the joke was or what the meaning was. It wasn't real cockroaches. It's just so many of y'all. Come on, dog. You gotta stop. That's corny as hell, bro. You could have used a different term. But cockroaches, man, that's just disrespectful. That's just disrespectful. Continue to smash that like button, though, if you hadn't already. Do appreciate your support if you're watching the show. All right. We're talking about San Antonio. They revoked the tickets, but then they didn't revoke the tickets. And now Knicks fans are welcome because Dolan called up their boss and was like, what are you doing? Like, where do we turn away money? Also, really quickly before I get to the next call, Kyrie Irving is not available for trade. That came out. So the Dallas Mavericks want to keep Kyrie, according to this latest report. Also, Jaylen Brown and this whole Giannis thing is heating up. And there are some potential landing spots for Jaylen Brown. I believe it was the Pacers. No, hold on. I'm going to tell you right now. Give me 2 seconds. If y'all want to talk about this, because this is NBA Saturday. And James Harden was arrested for misdemeanor charges for displaying a weapon. If y'all want to talk about these things, it's up to y'all. Okay, these are the teams. The Blazers, the Rockets, and the Hawks. Those 3 teams have interest in being the third team to acquire Jaylen Brown. So I'm not sure if y'all want to talk about that, but we can. It is NBA Fan Saturday. Let me get my man Dave in the building. Game 5 on the way, and we will be right here right after the game talking about the game as well. You know, get your calls in. Let me know your thoughts. 646-995-8389. Dave, answer the line. I'm curious to see if he answers what team this guy is a fan of. Because he was a Warriors fan, but then he was a Kuminga fan. And we hadn't really talked to him since then. Let's see. Yo, Dave, call back, Dave. I'm really curious to see where he is right now. Because he was rooting for the Hawks. I think that's the last time we talked to him. And then, you know, we dusted off the Hawks and we hadn't heard anything back. So, Dave, if you're listening to the show, call back. I called you back. We got some new area codes up in here as well. About to see who these people are. If you are a fan of the Spurs, Call up. Stop being scared. Don't be in the chat. Call up the number. Randu. Randu, what's going on, man?
How you?
How you? I'm doing good, man. It's game day, man. What say you, man? What's your thoughts?
We gotta put them away tonight. Time to just go ahead and just put them away.
Put them away. Don't play with your food.
That's right.
What do you got to say to them not wanting us in the building? You know, they try to revoke the tickets, but Dolan and the boys talk to their boss, and they say, okay, we'll let the Knicks fans in. What do you think on that? Why are they so spooky in the woods to have Knicks fans in the building?
Oh man, just same thing. That was talking about in the chat before, man, about all this hate against the Knicks.
A lot of hate. Yeah, for sure. Definitely a lot of hate. And I'm just glad that the Knicks fans who bought tickets, because there was people flying out yesterday, you know, to get there early. They want to get there a day early. People flying in today. People having to drive to other states and fly from there. And, you know, because the flights were limited to San Antonio. So there was a lot of, you know, things that Knicks fans had to do. I'm just glad they're in the building. But I got a question for you, Randall. When Jalen Brunson wins this championship,
right,
is he the face of the league?
He should be.
Okay.
Should be the face of the league.
Okay. But do you think that they're going to give him that credit? I mean, because we got people like Becky Hammond that she still was dying on her hill that he can't win the championship and he got to prove me wrong and all this stuff. You know?
Well, looks like he's about to make that happen.
Definitely about to make that happen. I would love to see Brunson get the credit going into next year and the Knicks getting the credit, you know?
Right.
And then we get into this off-season stuff because do we make a trade? I didn't even talk about Giannis yet. I might even be doing that today, but we're going to save that for after the championship. Then we're going to talk about Giannis.
That's a conversation we'll have for later.
Mm-hmm. For sure, 100%. What else? Well, Wemby, he reportedly had some fans removed from the hotel. And they told him, have a good day, buddy, or something like that. And they had him removed from the hotel. I mean, do you think Wemby is from a mental standpoint, is Wemby, does he have the mental fortitude to deal with the pressure, especially if a fan just said 5 words to him, no curse words, nothing, got him removed from the hotel?
Let me tell you something. Right now, he's not mature enough to deal with it. Because you got to remember, this is his first year in the playoffs. See, one thing about the playoffs, man, the playoffs will expose who you really are.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And we learned a lot about Wemby.
Who you are.
That's a good point. That's a good point, man. But I appreciate you, Randall, man. Let's go Knicks. I'll be here right after the game, too, if you're going to be up.
Let's go.
Let's go
Good
Knicks.
Talking to you, man.
Good talking to you, too. Big time.
All right. You coming on after the game?
Of course. What? You better believe it. We going to be up in here talking about a championship.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Talk to you later, man.
Later. It's my man, Randall. Yeah, I mean, I said all of it. I did a debate right before the playoffs. I said all of this. Wemby's not ready. I always wanted Wemby in the finals. You know, because you got to go through something in life. First off, big time salute to Maxine, the super producer. I see you in the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat. All right. The chat warriors in the building. I appreciate y'all support. Continue to smash that like button. Do we got Spurs fans up in here? If you are a Spurs fan in the chat, call up. I see somebody told a guy named Matt to call up. Call up, Matt. Don't be scared. What's up? I'm not sure if Matt is a Spurs fan, but just call up the line, man. 646-995-8389. We have a lot of different topics that we're talking about. This is NBA Fan Saturday. Dave, call back, man. Now, I want to talk to Dave so bad because I just want to know if he's a Spurs fan. I just want to know because he was looking for a team to go to. I just want to know, especially because we beat his favorite player, Jonathan Kuminga. I just want to know if he actually made the power switch. All right, this is a first-time caller. Let's see who this is. Smash that like button. 646-995-8389. Hey, how's it going, man? What's your name? Where you calling from, family?
Staying from Harlem, but I moved to Richmond.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
I remember I spoke to you before.
You did? Okay, I'm gonna lock in your number so that way I always wouldn't remember. I think I do remember. You said Spain, right?
Spain, FAME.
FAME. Okay, big time salute, man. Just turn down the background. Let's talk.
Okay, that's you. Hold on.
Yep. 100%, man. Okay. So, what's your thoughts on it's game day, man? What's your thoughts, man?
Of course.
Are we winning the championship tonight?
We locked in, man. Only thing I'm worried about, man, is Wimby was doing that bullying, man. You know, try to step on throw Brunson to the ground, try to step on OG's.
OG.
You know what I'm saying? Achilles. Come on, man. They in the hometown right now, you know, so they gonna act up. And then you got Tony, the ref. You know, they ain't gonna call no fouls. So, you know, that's the only thing. Even though all that they try to hurt us and all that, through all that diversity, man, we still came out on top. You can't stop what God created.
That's a fact. What do you think about, well, now we know that it's going to be well over 50% fans in the building, Knicks fans in the building, but they were trying to take away our access. And Dolan had to call their boss up and said, what are you doing? And then they allowed the Knicks fans to come. Do you think they spooky in the goddamn woods? Like, what's your thoughts on that, trying to stop Knicks fans from entering their arena?
They nervous. They already know how New York is coming, man. When we come deep. And Wimbiana can't take all that noise and yelling. You know what I'm saying? Especially when them boos is coming. You know, so.
Wow.
It's
going to be a sight to see.
Just like dude said, he young. He can't handle all this pressure. You know?
A lot of pressure.
And that's what we bringing, pressure. New York bring pressure, man. Like I said, you can't stop what God created and what's meant to be. This is our year. And we here, baby. We here.
First time in 53 years. I wasn't there.
Years.
53 years ago, I wasn't even thought of. So for me, it's just, you know, I don't know. The tears might come down my eyes tonight.
I know.
I ain't gonna lie. Because it's been a long time, you know. Even the last game, you know, and Maxine, you know, my lady, she was like, "You really into this?" Like, because I just was at loss for words. Yo, we came all the way back, bro. It was wild.
Yeah,
100%.
Because I remember when Patrick Ewing had the game in the smash. It was probably before he was born, but Patrick Ewing had the game in the smash.
Nah. I was there.
Oh, okay.
I ain't that young.
All he had to do is just drop the ball in the basket. He won a high post and boom.
I hear the
time clicking. I know that's my time.
Man, big time, man. I'm locking your number right now. I got you, my brother.
Thank you.
Fame from Harlem. I got you.
Baby.
Knicks in 5. Let's go.
That's right.
No spooky crew. All right, big time. It's my man Fame from Harlem. You feel me? No spooky crew. We in the building. We about to get them up out of here in their own building, man. And I'm glad that there's going to be a lot of Knicks fans in the building. So it'll feel like we're winning it in the Garden. The watch party is back. About 3,000 Knicks fans will be allowed outside. So to all the people, if you're there, salute to y'all. I think you got to get there early because I'm pretty sure it's going to be way more than 3,000. But how do they know? Like, to all the people who've been to the watch parties, how do they know who's there? You know what I'm saying? Is it like a special head count? You get a special wristband? Like, how do they know how much people are there. Because they said that they're only limited it to 3,000. But before I remembered, it was like it had to be like 6,000-7,000 that were outside. So what that tells me is clearly they cut back, but it is what it is. Let me get my man E from Harlem. Then I got my man Ty. All right. Dave, call back, man. Like, Dave, I want to talk to Dave, man. I'm just curious to see if he's hating on us or is he rooting for us. I might have to call him back. Because he was a Jonathan Kuminga fan. He said something crazy like Kuminga was just as good as like a 1984 Jordan in the Olympics or something wild he said. I was like, wait, what? Bugged out. Call me back, E. Let me try this guy, Dave, back. 646-995-8389. Call up. Yeah, I called that person back. They didn't answer. I tried Dave. All right. Game night. Can't wait. How many hours? 3 hours away from game time, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's like the day was dragging on. I just can't wait for the game. I tried to not think about the game. It was very difficult. Very difficult. All right. Dave might be at work or something. I got my man E from Harlem. Hold on. Playing phone tag. What's good, E?
What's good, bro?
What's good, man? It's game day, my brother.
My bro, man, this is crazy, man. This is nuts, yo. Yo, let me ask you a question, yo.
What's up?
Is there any heavier jersey than a New York Knicks jersey?
None.
Is there any sports team that has the amount of weight on a jersey than a New York Knicks jersey?
That's a great question. Maybe the Cowboys, maybe, but I don't know.
But the Cowboys, they kind of won in the 90s, so they have something.
Yeah, they got
over
that.
80% of the Knicks fans wasn't even born when the Knicks won the last championship.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
true.
other heavier jersey, and you want to know what? There's no other player that's holding so much on his shoulders than Jalen Brunson. He has changed grown men's life. He's changed my life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 43. You know how all of my adult years was lost, bro. Was lost because of these Knicks. And like we here, it's a special moment and everything. And it's dope, man. I got the Knicks winning in this, but I did when you had the
yeah, you said 7. I remember.
I said 7. You remember? Yeah, I did say 7 because I do feel like sometimes just crash out moments though. But we got to take it now, bro. We got to take it now.
Yeah, it's definitely not going 7. It's over tonight.
Yeah, big bro, man. Love what you're doing. I love what you're doing with the culture, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Thank
Be
you.
good out there, bro.
Thank you, family. I appreciate you, man. Let's go Knicks, man.
No doubt.
Big time. That's my man E from Harlem. He was the only one to go Nixon and Nixon 7 in the Pick'em challenge because we do a Pick'em challenge, and so how I do it is this, right? So we got Nixon 4, Nixon 5, Nixon 6, Nixon 7. So we had like 40 people go Nixon 4, another like 16 went Nixon 5, 17 went Nixon 6, and he was the only one to go Nixon 7. So when we win tonight, those Knicks fans that chose Nixon 5 will get a special prize. Hold up. Oh, I got my man Dave. Hold up. What's good? They will have a chance to win a special prize. What's good, Dave?
Hello?
Dave, are you there?
Yeah, somebody called me.
This is the call-up show, my brother. You called up the show. NBA Fan Saturdays, man. What's going on?
Mike Brown is a horrible fucking coach.
Oh man, yeah, we gotta get you out of here, dog. Yeah, he called up cursing off the rip. Come on, Dave. I had to use the hang up, dog. I'm sorry, yo. He calling up cursing out Mike Brown. Like, this is what we doing, bro. We got people in their feelings like that. Yeah, Dave, don't ever call back, bro. Matter of fact, Dave, you on the block list. Let me put him on the block list. Getting Dave out of here, yo. Yeah, you out of here, Dave. Now you cursing. You know the show vibes, dog. I'm not rocking with you no more, dog. You officially on the block list. Because, Dave, you know better than that, bro. Let me get him out of here. I got no patience for stuff like that. Let me see who this is. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from the Bronx.
What's going on, man?
Ain't nothing going on, man. I just want to talk about. I want to know why they talking about that drop kick. Wemby tried to do the OG leg.
I talked about it. I dropped the content on that.
Oh, you dropped the content on that?
Hell yeah, the other day. Got like 2,000 views on it. Talked about that as soon as it happened. Yeah, 100%. And turn on the background really quickly for me, family.
All right, I'm going to turn it down. My bad.
Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things we learned about Wemby is that he's dirty.
Come turn it down, man. You talking.
Yeah. Tell him you live on the show, baby. Live on the show.
Big sis. Talk to Big sis. Oh, she don't want to talk.
Uh-oh. So good, man. There's only 1,000 people listen to you. We good. Now, what's up?
I said, I think we got it tonight.
That's a fact. We definitely got it tonight. You see, they try to keep us out the building today, right? But Dolan had to call up their boss and say, yo, you wildin'. Yeah, that's what. What they doing? They don't want money? I'm confused.
Nah, they don't want money. But they trying to make Wemby the face. I don't appreciate that. They trying to make Wemby the face, and that's not right, man.
Nah.
The things he doing, like, they need to look at that footage. Like, he shouldn't even be able to play tonight. Just hand us the win.
Yeah. I mean, yo, he's definitely a dirty player. That's one thing we learned about Wemby. If we didn't know it before, he is a dirty player, bro. Man, dirty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. So, do you think we gonna punish him double-digit victory tonight, or is it gonna be one of those single-point grind outs?
I don't care what the victory is. You just need to win by 1 point.
Get them hell up out of here, man.
We can't let them come out spanking us in the first quarter like they've been doing.
That's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. You know, the young boys, they come out. You know how it is, though. You know, the young boys come out with mad energy when the games start. Then they start doing stupid stuff, and at the end, they get tired. And that's how we can be cooking them.
I heard they changing up their lineup tonight.
Oh, really? So who's going to be the new lineup? I didn't catch that.
I was looking. I was scrolling through YouTube and I seen they're making a change. I don't know if it's true or people trying to clickbait me, but I didn't click.
No, it might be true. Hey, they a team of desperation, my brother. We got to do something.
Bench Fox.
Hey, that's what I would have been did that. I would have been did that.
Yeah.
Harper balling.
I don't know what's going on with these coaches' heads, man, but it's destiny, man. The hand of God came out, the hand of OG. We hit that. The hand of God.
Fire. Man, I can't wait, man. But yo, my brother, I appreciate you, man. What's your name again from the Bronx?
My name is Mel. Mel from the Bronx.
Mel from the Bronx. I got you, man.
Big Edenwald, you heard?
No doubt. Edenwald in the building, man. I'm going to lock in your name and number, so next time you call, I got you.
All right.
Big time salute.
Salute.
That's my man Mel from the Bronx. He said Edenwald. Yo, you know what? That's another area where they be like, nah, this is Edenwald. Yeah, it's the Bronx, but it's Edenwald. That like, because you got prideful areas like Bronzeville, you know, Far Rock, Coney Island. Mad prideful where they be like, yo, Edenwald. Like, they got to say the neighborhood. That's what's up, man. Salute to that. Hold on, I got some more callers, too. Let me just lock in my brother Mel from the Bronx. All right, if you want to call up, you can. We talking about the weak-ass Spurs trying to keep us out the building, but failing miserably. Let me see my man AP talking about. AP said, I've been thinking about this game since yesterday. Hit the thumbs up. I really hope that we close out tonight. What a great season. Tremendous. 11, 32, 25, 3, 8. Hey, that might be a lottery number right there. To all the lottery players, you know, those are the numbers if you don't know of the starting lineup. Brunson 11, Towns 32, Mikal 35, number 3, Josh Hart, number 8, OG. No, maybe if you want to play the lottery numbers, that look like a good lottery number right there. Honestly, AP, I know that you are on the concern side. I'm gonna say it like that. And I understand because we you know, you go back a little bit before me, but based on what we've seen from the Knicks in history, you know, 94, 99, I remember 99 like it was yesterday when Sprewell turned to shoot the fadeaway and missed it. And that was the end. And, you know, the hurt. I know what it was. Listen, man, I know what it was like, bro. So right now, you know, we hadn't won it yet. You know, but the difference, and this is what I keep saying, like with this year's team is different from the other years. You know, we've never seen a Knicks team break all the records that we've broken this playoffs. You know, we won 13 games in a row. No other team has done that besides that Warriors team. You know, this team, we're up 3-1 in the finals. There's no reason why we don't win it now. So I think that trend will continue. Hold on, let me see who this is. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
I'm Jake, and I'm calling from California. Hey,
Jake from California. What's going on?
How come you are talking about these games as if they're real basketball games? Anybody who's paying attention knows that the games are rigged and scripted. The players are pretending to play basketball, but you don't notice? Here you are, a grown man wearing Knicks logos, but you can't tell that the players purposely blew game 3. You can't tell that the Spurs purposely blew game 4. So you're this.
Yeah, I'm getting him the hell up out of here. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, get him out of here. Man, get you up out of here, dog. So why do you call in the show, though? If it's all fake and we're talking about WWE, why the hell would you call up the show? Man, get him the hell up out of here. And you know what? I'm going to save you ass troll. We'll never hear from you again. I don't got time to play games, though. Get you up out of here. I'm on one today, y'all. Save him as troll with a whole bunch of numbers. And once you make that troll list, yeah, we never hear from you again. Don't go on the troll list. Let me get my man Ty in the building, man. Tired of playing with these people. If you calling up on this show, I don't do troll vibes. I talk basketball. All right? That's just what it is. You don't want to talk basketball, don't call up the show. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. All right. What's good, Ty?
Yo,
Nothing much, man. A lot of trolls today, but it's all good.
that was so weird. Like he caught this. He's that much of a hater that you now at all.
Ty, you breaking up, man. You breaking up. You on Bluetooth or something?
Nah, I'm always. Can you hear me? No.
I hear you a little better now. What's up?
No, I was saying how. Can you hear me, though, KP?
Yeah, no, you good now. I don't know what adjustment you made, but keep it going.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was just crazy that he called in talking about some. All of it's rigged. I could see if he was talking about the refs don't like us. This dude came up. So what about all the other champions? It's crazy, man. When the Knicks win, boy, they pull out all the stops, man.
Yeah, he's just trolling. Don't worry about him. Let's just keep it moving. Yeah, we got it. Well, what's your thoughts, man? A lot of topics, man. Where you want to go, Ty?
I've been in and out, man. What topic you had? I did want to discuss the Wemby real quick on the.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing with Wemby. Go ahead.
Okay, so Wemby, you know, y'all like. So KP, tell me, do you know the faces of the league? So we had Michael was the face, right?
Yes.
We had Shaq as the face.
Seconds.
My fault. That's not for you. Go ahead. Shaq. Go ahead.
We had Shaq. We had LeBron. We had Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Who else
Steph.
was the face of the league?
Steph got to be up there.
Steph was the face of the league.
100%.
Tim Duncan at one point, but he was battling Shaq for that.
Was he the face though?
No, I can't give him the face. No, I can't give him the face. He wasn't the face because he was in the era of Shaq. Even though he won a substantial amount of his, he was never the face.
Right.
The reason why I'm asking y'all about the face, because when you talk about the face of the league, they're not just talking about your skill set, and they talking about how you got those champions, how you represented the league. Wemby's dirty. He could never, ever, ever be the face of the league. He could never be. Because he's too dirty. You understand? So, you know, the league has never really had somebody like, you could talk about LeBron. LeBron wasn't dirty. I mean, LeBron was dirty as a crybaby, but he wasn't dirty like dirty.
No, he wasn't dirty.
No, Mike wasn't dirty. They was being dirty with Mike. Shaq, same thing. Shaq could have been disrespectful to a lot of people, but Shaq, that's why Hacker Shaq came in, because Hackett came in because Shaq was the only one who was able to play through that type of contact and still finish. That's why he was the most dominant player to ever play the game. So when you're talking about all these people, you know, okay, somebody said Kobe. Kobe definitely was the face of the league. Kobe was far from dirty. Far from dirty.
I might challenge that. I don't think Kobe was the face of the league, though.
I think Kobe had the league for a minute, man. I really do. I think
he was the best, but remember when he had that case with the that case?
Yeah.
I think that yeah, I don't want to get to the pot. I don't want to get to the politics of that too much. But I felt like that put a damper on where he was going. No, it's facts though. No, I don't want to, because R.I.P. the dead. But I feel like that took away from where he would have.
That put an asterisk on it. But I'm just saying, Kobe, the players that were the face of the league were not dirty players. Wemby is a bona fide dirty player. I told y'all in the beginning of this year, not the beginning of this year, but during the playoffs, I said Jalen Brunson is going to end up being the face of the league. He's mild.
You did say that.
He doesn't talk crazy to people. He just has that whole championship pedigree, that whole mannerism. He has it. That Michael Jordan even kill. It's not that I'm comparing. I'm talking about the stoic part. He's not that guy. You're not going to see him do anything that's going to tarnish him, his family, his team, the brand. He's not going to do it. So I like I told y'all, next year I think Jalen Brunson is going to win the MVP next year.
The MVP.
He's gonna be the face. Yeah, I do. I think he's going to be the darling of the league next year, man. And people, because he's gonna force so many people to just root for him now, because he went against all the naysayers. Yeah,
that's a good one. Because you know what? Since we riding with El Figgy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next year, this Knicks team might win 60-something games, bro. Don't let it be 70 games.
bro, Mike Brown, he got so much get back on his mind.
What?
And it's so crazy how his star player and him been looked upon, looked down upon. Him and his star player and players have been underestimated, man. So they all on the same page. They're not just winning one. This team is built to win a couple of championships. I do not think Wemby's going to be back in the finals next year. I do not. I just do not. I think he's going to get out the first or second round. Wemby's going.
What if he never gets back though? Like,
I don't think he is, bro.
People make the assumption like, oh yeah, he's young and good, but that don't mean that you're going to make it to the championship either.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? A lot of people was nice but never made it.
That's a fact. And Wemby, he you know what? He dethroned the Giant, which was OKC. That was his championship. That's why he cried. That's why he did all of that stuff and the emotional part of it. And Ed would say he don't want to be the face of the league. You know what I'm saying? So
but he did say that.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm just saying, and I'm gonna get off because I don't know your topic. I just wanted to speak on Wemby. But
I got one question I ask you before you get off. I want to ask you. Well, the San Antonio Spurs, they initially revoked Knicks fans who live outside of the 150-mile radius of Ross Bank Center from entering the building. James Dolan had to call a boss. Two bosses had to speak. And he said, yo, man, what y'all doing over there? You better let my Knicks people in. So then that's when they was like, all right, we going to let them in. So, but come on, dog. Like, what do you think about, like, why would you want to shut? Your fans ain't buying tickets. Yo, we talked about this yesterday. They only sold 12% of the tickets, Ty.
So remember when me and you was talking yesterday, and I said, they too late to buy the tickets. Remember, I was like, they too late. They're gonna be in their own nosebleeds. So whether they were listening to your show or not, fam, they thought about that. Like, wait a minute, what are we doing? We setting ourselves up for failure. Let's rescind these tickets. Let's rescind these tickets. Well, it's too late now because it's a code. It's an ethical code between the owners, man. That's why he was able to call. He didn't let the NBA get involved. Dolan called and had them rescind that because, like he 100%. Said, I let your Spurs fans in just because we didn't see him. This is New York. You ain't.
Just because they might have got mugged out on the way.
That's a fact.
Yo.
You know.
I got you.
That ain't our fault. But yo, you know what? Shout out to the Knicks. I just want to say this before I'm on my way out. Everybody, man, this is the greatest day in Knicks history. outside of
Let's go.
73. The greatest day. The Knicks close this out, which most likely they will. I had picked 20 points. I think they're going to blow them out. I think something's going to happen real funky where them boys, I think they all checked out, and the fans know it. The coaches know it. They're putting Harper in the lineup because Fox messed up.
So that was the confirmed? Harper going to start?
They were saying that earlier when I was watching the thing. They were saying they were replacing, they taking Fox out to put Harper in there. But here's the thing: they've been wanting to swap them too. That's why Harper was trolling him, because at the end of the day, they knew, okay, Fox, he wasn't playing his best. And that last play, and he cost him the game. They pulled him out. They pulled him out.
Right.
They pulled him out, bro. So they pulling out all the stops, but it's one stop too late, fam. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's going to come back to bite them, because what if Harper just has a rookie moment, and now the Knicks are up 12 in the first quarter?
He's back, Karan. I'm telling you, bro. I have a feeling we're gonna blow them out, bro. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling
I'm with
we're
you.
gonna blow them out.
I said double digits. Yeah, I said double digits. I could see it, sure.
Yeah, but anyway, it's the greatest day in Knicks history outside of 73. Everybody get prepared. I know everybody's a little anxious, a little nervous. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, not nervous because we're gonna fail, but nervous to feel that feeling. You know. I just pray that everybody be safe today in New York, man. For the YNs out there, we know y'all repping y'all team, but please
no
relax,
arrest tonight.
Man.
Please, no serious arrest. You might get arrested because they want to discate you out of there, but they let you go.
Yeah.
We don't need nothing more than that.
No, we don't, man. We're getting a bad rap, and at the end of the day, we get it. We haven't won, but you guys haven't felt our pain. So the YNs, you guys, your team is winning the championship within your 18, 20-something years, y'all winning the championship. That's not bad. But for those of us who's 30, 40 years in, 50 years, listen, you know what I'm saying? We need this healing. This is healing for Knicks Nation. This is healing for us all around the world, man. And
that's a fact.
I already know I'm going to be emotional, man. And I'm prepared for it, man. I think I'm prepared for it because everybody's telling me to come hang out. I'm staying at home, man. I'm staying at home. And then, you know, I'll soak in my glory later. But, fam, nah. Let's go Knicks, man. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, stay at home, Ty. Yeah, stay at home. Sometimes it's better to stay at home, brother. Yeah, that's good advice for yourself. No, seriously.
Listen.
I was supposed to go out tonight, too. Some of my people, still Knicks fan, they wanted me to come down to Brooklyn to watch the game and do a show. But I got my show that I got to do. And then, you know, I got to study the game. I can't. You know, I don't want to be outside watching it because when I did the watch party, I had to watch the game again. It was just too much.
Hey, Pete, I need you to enjoy this game. I know you're working.
No, I'm taking notes, Ty. But I'm gonna tell you what though. What's it? Because I ain't gonna lie. In the last game, when it got to like 2 points, I just said I'm not taking no notes. I'm done. There's no more notes, dog.
There you go.
It's over. I'm just watching.
Them out and you can just take and enjoy the moment, man. Enjoy the moment.
Yeah. If we get a big lead, I'm not going to be taking so much notes, but yeah, 100%.
Well, look forward to your show later on, man. And to the very whole chat, man. You know what I'm saying? All of you guys that's in the chat, Knicks Nation, OKF Nation, man. You guys are dope. And we finally made it here, man. Through ups and downs. You know, fussing and fighting through everything. Look where we are right now, y'all. So salute to y'all, man. And this was a pleasure, man. But I think we closing it out tonight, y'all.
Yeah.
So salute to y'all.
It's
man.
over. Big time.
All right, man. Peace.
We'll talk later. Yeah, man. Look, man. If y'all got the chance to stay home and your gut instinct is telling you to stay home, I would just stay home. I ain't gonna lie. With the AAP. He said he sound like he was sipping on medicine. Oh, yeah, that was a troll. Listen, man. I understand that people want to get their troll on. This is not the show for trolls. All right? You can keep your little trolly ass in the chat. Don't call up my line. Also, salute to AP. He says, imagine being Anthony Edwards and you had to watch the Knicks come back from 29 down. And look at what he did. Don't ever bring him to the Knicks, please. Ooh. Who said that they want Anthony Edwards, though? Let me think. Ant-Man with Brunson? Would you do Ant-Man with Brunson? It sounds really good. In theory, it sounds really good. But, and the only reason why I would, honestly, why I kind of like, if that was an actual deal on the table, I'm not saying it is, but he's young. And you know, when it's time to pass the torch, you got somebody that could, you know, take the torch into the future. But besides that, yeah, I'm good. I'm not trading, especially OG for sure. Yeah, I'm not doing that. But yeah, Brunson is him, man. Brunson is the star player. And he is the superstar, right? And then we got OG, a potential all-star. Towns, another all-star, right? So we got the squad that we always want. All right, see who else I got in the queue. Got a new caller. Hopefully he's not a troll. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. We're talking about the Knicks invading San Antonio today for the Game 5 showdown in the NBA Finals.
What's up? What's
Hello.
up? New York, New York.
What's going on, family? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Aaron, calling from Seattle.
What's going on, Aaron, man? Oh, so you representing New York out in Seattle?
Man, one of my partners love the Knicks, so I'm gonna represent the Knicks, man. I hope the Knicks go ahead and pull this thing on off tonight and kill all the noise, man.
Oh, yeah, it's over. It's definitely over. I'm just trying to understand why San Antonio was trying to keep us out of their building, man. Like, they didn't want that money. I don't understand it. Knicks fans had the money, and they didn't want us to be in their building, man. They were spooky. What do you got to say about that?
Well, you know, a hater's job is to hate, so you know that's what they got to do. You know, a hater's job is to hate.
100%. You know what I'm
But
saying?
yeah, no,
but they
I
fans
don't
ain't
think
want to
they-
buy the tickets, though. You know, the
True.
only 12% of their fans bought. So what do you want?
know.
Somebody got to buy the tickets.
That's true. That's true, man. You know, my thing, I wanted to mention something about Wembanyama, man. I seen some tape somebody put together on him, and this guy has been doing like a lot of dirty stuff for the last 3 or 4 series, man. If you look back to the Minnesota series and a couple of series back, this guy's kind of undercover dirty.
Yeah, he is. Not undercover
You
no
know?
more.
Exactly.
Yeah, not undercover.
Exactly,
We all
man.
know. I put out some content too about what he did to OG. I had my man, the OKF doctor. He broke it down. The severity of that injury that could have happened had Wemby connected with OG's leg.
I saw that, man.
Yeah.
I saw that.
It's
But, you know,
serious.
It's
Serious.
a money thing, man. It's a money grub. You know how
Mm-hmm.
this game go, man. It's a money grub. The Knicks, the way they can win this thing is take it out of the officials and everybody's hand with a double-digit lead.
Bingo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They putting that young guy Castle in the starting lineup. I mean, not Castle. Isn't it Harper? They putting him in the starting lineup tonight. That's what they're reporting right now. So
Yeah, you know.
what do you think's gonna happen with that?
I think Harper's all right. He's a nice addition to their team and everything, and he's going to make everything go on their end. But I still think that if you put OG on him to just cancel him out, I think that'll work because you got to cancel him out. Somebody has to cancel him out. See, it's like a chess move. You move one piece, you do that piece. Okay, y'all gonna do this? We'll do this.
Right.
Y'all gonna do this? We'll do this. You know, you got to cancel them out. So that's what that move has got to be made. You know, you figure I don't want no points from you. I don't want no points. I just need you to cancel this dude out.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying?
point.
So if you get like, even if y'all put Hart on him, okay, Hart, it's your assignment. Stick with this dude. We'll win. Don't worry about no points and none of this. Stick with this dude right here. Stay on him like super glue.
100%. And no matter what they do, we got the adjustment. No matter what they do, we got the adjustment.
Yeah. But the way I say New York got to have because the officiating been kind of suspect, man. It's really been sus. You know, they don't want to see them New York brothers pull this thing off. They don't want to see this.
Man, listen, man. Nothing's gonna stop us. We getting it done tonight. But I appreciate you, Aaron. I got your name saved. So when we win this championship and you want to call back, man, feel free to call back, my brother. Big time.
We'll do, my brother. Appreciate it. More time. I'm gonna close with this. New York.
Go ahead.
New York.
Let's go.
All right, family. Appreciate your call.
No doubt. Thank you. That's my man, Aaron. Yo, we got Knicks fans everywhere, yo. Salute to the Knicks fans. Oh, really quickly, I forgot to do this earlier, but I want to show you guys my merch, man. I got merch. All you gotta do is hit the link tree. Link is in the description. I'll put it in the chat. But Linktree /TheObjectiveFan. You see the merch right there. Bam. I got all types of mugs. I got the Bodega Cat mug. All right. We got the t-shirts as well. Different colors, black. All right. All you got to do is hit the Linktree /TheObjectiveFan. I'm about to put this in the chat right now so you guys can check it out. And yeah, go support the shop, man. You know, we got some really good stuff. And I'm putting it in the chat right now. Check out my merch. Bam. And all you got to do is click this link and you will be able to, oh, damn, I didn't put the link in there. Oh, man, my bad. Hold on. My bad, y'all. So I got the link right there. It's in the chat if you want to check it out. Linktree /TheObjectiveFan. All right. And I got more. I got the Captain 11 as well. Yeah, we got some stuff. You feel me? Go check it out. All right. I appreciate y'all support. Big time salute. We will be here right after the game. So if you are, you know, this is your first time here, definitely like and subscribe. So that way you'll get all of the notifications, you know, after we win this championship. I mean, listen, once we get to the off season, this will be our first off season where teams are going to be chasing us. Remember, we were building teams to deal with Boston. We did that, beat Boston, got past them. You know, now we beat the Spurs. You know, we didn't even see the other teams in the West. So, but now when you look at the off season, everyone's going to be looking to target us. And I think that it's a beautiful thing to see Knicks Nation, you know, coming through and taking over, man. And I didn't talk about this topic yet, but I guess maybe I'll save it for tomorrow. But the blueprint that the Knicks have created and forged with this roster is something that the other teams are going to be looking to sort of recreate and implement. But look, I appreciate you guys. We will be back here tonight. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And until next time, as always,